Alright guys, buckle up, because things just got wild in the heavyweight division. After weeks of drama surrounding eye pokes, Tom Aspinall's teammate Ante Delija just suffered one of the craziest turnarounds we've seen all year. And what happened after the fight sent shockwaves through the MMA world? Let's break it all down. Plus, we've got Yuri Prochazka teasing a shocking move to middleweight, Islam Makhachev talking about never cutting to 155 again, Michael Chandler getting brutally honest about his career, and much more. We'll start off with some big news at light heavyweight, or maybe middleweight. Yuri Prochazka has fans buzzing after hinting that he could be dropping down to 185 pounds if his long-awaited trilogy fight with Alex Pereira doesn't happen. After his knockout win over Khalil Rountree at UFC 320, Yuri made it clear he wants to finish the story with Pereira. But now, with Poatan teasing a possible move up to heavyweight, that division could be stuck waiting. Yuri told Patrick McCory that cutting to 185 would be tough, but not impossible, and said he's ready to bring a belt home to the Czech Republic, whether that's at light heavyweight or middleweight.
In an interview, you teased a potential move to middleweight if you can't get another fight with if you can't get a fight with Alex Pereira. So what would that look like for you? You're a big guy, so would that be a tough cut to middleweight, or would it not be too big of a deal?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. But for me, to cut to 93 is not a problem. I think to 84 kilograms, like middleweight, will be really something. And I believe I can make it with my body, because I know my body, so I believe I can make it. But it depends. Like, I really want to bring the title to Czech Republic, light heavyweight.
It's a bold statement from one of the sport's most unpredictable fighters, and honestly, if that fight doesn't happen, a Prochazka move to 185 would definitely shake things up in a major way. But speaking of changes, Islam Makhachev might be done with lightweight for good. In a recent interview with Match TV, the former 155-pound champ said he's simply tired of torturing his body to make the cut. He admitted that if a super fight with Ilia Topuria happens, it'll have to be at welterweight.
Но все говорят, Махачев Топурия, Топурия Махачев. Ну не оставляет эту тему. Тебе интересно?
Думаю, да, было бы неплохо. И фанатам интересно, и мне интересно. В первую очередь, потому что об этом бое говорят.
Тебе он интересен бой, потому что о нем говорят, или тебе лично интересен?
Ну, знаешь как, если мне лично, чем он может быть мне интересен? Что я получу, если я на 70 спущусь и выиграю Топурию? Я опять пояс выиграю, у меня есть этот пояс. Людям, в первую очередь, он интересен. Мне не интересно вес гонять 70 килограмм, опять себя мучить. Мне интересно в 77 драться, кушать, радоваться на кемпе и драться.
Islam's dominance at lightweight is unquestioned, but you can't blame the guy. Years of extreme weight cuts can take a serious toll. Meanwhile, at bantamweight, Mario Bautista has spoken out for the first time since his gritty decision loss to Umar Nurmagomedov at UFC 321. Bautista joked that he was hoping Khabib would overtrain Umar after his last loss to Merab Dvalishvili, but even with that wishful thinking, Umar looked sharp as ever. Mario did have his moments though. He nearly locked up a submission early and dropped Umar in the second round.
Way better.
He would have to, right? Just coming off that loss, and then Khabib just getting on top of him, making him, Khabib was probably pissed after that. And it just made him work and shit. So
everyone said that Khabib pushed him harder than he's ever pushed him before.
I was hoping he overtrained him, to be honest. I was like, that's kind of like a good thing. I hope he just ran him into the ground and immune system down. Hopefully he got sick a few times, but he looked good. He felt strong. Being in there though, I felt like if I made some adjustments, I think I could definitely beat him. Nothing like crazy special. I know I could hang in there with him for all those 3 rounds and defend everything. It's just a matter of just winning position.
Despite the loss, fans praised Bautista's heart and toughness, and his attitude after the fight showed exactly why he's earning so much respect in that stacked division. Next up, Michael Chandler is keeping it real. In an interview with Chris Van Vliet, the former Bellator champ admitted he needs a win pretty badly. Chandler's lost 5 of his last 7 and is riding a 3-fight skid, but he's still laser-focused on the biggest fight of his career, Conor McGregor.
Wildly entertaining fights, wildly entertaining promos. How badly do you need a win right now?
Pretty badly. I think you always want to, the goal is to always win, obviously. Fighting Conor is a great fight. I love that fight.
Think you'd be the favorite in that fight?
Man, the favorite is interesting because you never know with the betting odds, man. I would imagine I would be.
And that fight's gonna likely be at 170.
I hope. Yeah, I hope. I'll
What
fight.
you guys have been talking about.
Yeah, that's what it was the last time. 155, 170, 185. I don't really care. People are like, oh, he'll do anything to fight Conor. I'm like, or I just don't care. I can make 155. I can not cut weight and be at 185. I can cut a little bit of weight and be at 170. I don't care. I'm an athlete. I show up, whatever weight it is. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm excited to kind of get into a training camp, put together a game plan, start really training with a fight date in mind, an opponent in mind, his different movements and idiosyncrasies and habits and tendencies that I've studied over the last couple of years. I think it's going to be a great fight. It's a fight that the fans want to see. And it's a fight that I think I should be favored in, and it's a fight that I'm very confident I'm going to win.
But now, let's get to the moment everyone is talking about. At UFC Vegas 110, Ante Delija, a close teammate of Tom Aspinall, thought he had secured a clean first-round TKO against Waldo Cortes-Acosta. But then, chaos struck. After a quick review, officials determined that the finishing sequence came right after an eye poke. The fight was restarted, and seconds later, Acosta stormed forward and knocked out Delija cold. The arena went wild. Fans online exploded. And to top it off, Acosta grabbed the mic right after and sent a direct message to Tom Aspinall. The MMA community had a lot to say about this one. Iman Zahabi tweeted, "Cortez shows the world how to deal with an eye poke." Terrence McKinney called it the craziest comeback ever, praising Acosta for fighting through the pain and landing a KO within a minute of the restart. Cheeto Vera weighed in too, saying, "You either restart the fight with a point deduction or give the win to the non-fouled fighter, simple as that." And Kenny Florian summed it up perfectly. Heavyweight fights are wild enough at eye pokes, and you've got chaos. Even fans joked online that Aspinall was probably watching the fight like. Then came the icing on the cake, Waldo Cortes-Acosta calling out Tom Aspinall in the post-fight press conference.
Just calling him out as you felt like you wanted to get that shot, or were you calling him out because you were able to continue from the eye poke?
Yeah, it's like that. It's for the hand to be a champion, and the hand quick because the pocket the eye too, and the third too because the hand is a training partner, and I do it with hand like a knock him out in the first round. Why is it happening that me and Tom Aspinall fight? Because he say Tom Aspinall, this is the one that does the best training partner. Hank can have it. What happened? Tom Aspinall fighting with Waldo Cortes.
He said, "I do it with him like I did with his teammate, knock him out in the first round." And finally, to close out the card, Steve Garcia put on an absolute clinic in his first main event spot, walking straight through David Onama in the first round for his 7th win in a row. Garcia said afterward that Onama seemed distracted, listening too much to his corner instead of focusing on the fight, and Garcia took full advantage, finishing him with relentless pressure.
A little shocked. I thought he would have came at me a little bit more aggressively, and he was very attentive to his corner. So I'm like, I felt like he was like in the zone, but he was paying attention to them more than he was paying attention to me. And I'm like, okay, well then this is my time to kind of like push the pace a little bit, capitalize on maybe him skipping a beat. I don't know. We're in a fist fight here. We're in the fire, right? So I just made sure that I listened to my coaches, because they're throwing commands out there. That's not unusual. But he was very receptive, and he was also talking back. And to me, I don't know. It just felt off. It felt different. It didn't seem like he was in the zone to fight me. I don't know if that makes sense. But that's how.
Then, he wasted no time calling out two big names, Josh Emmett and Brian Ortega.
And give me another name. Realistically, looking at this list of fighters, who would you like to fight next?
I'll fight them all, one by one. I don't even care. So right now, the ones that are available is what Emmett's available, Gene's available. I think Yusuf's available. Ortega. I think name recognition. I'd probably say Emmett or Ortega.
Nice.
Those will probably be the two that I'd say, because I feel like that's going to give me the most push to get, further up the.
Garcia said those are the fights that'll push him up the rankings, and honestly, given the form he's in, both of those sound like absolute bangers. So to recap, Yuri might be heading to middleweight, Islam Zhang welterweight, Bautista earned huge respect in defeat, Chandler's hunting redemption, and Ante Delija's shocking knockout loss might have just birthed a new heavyweight rivalry between Waldo Cortes-Acosta and Tom Aspinall. What a weekend for MMA fans. Alright guys, that's all for today. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe for daily MMA updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.